A powerful message from a principal dancer. The world needs truth, compassion, and tolerance. Ellie Rao, dancer with Shen Yun Performing Arts, says this is what her father courageously stood up for 20 years ago. Now she's revealing her story and her efforts to raise awareness about persecution of faith inside China through her dance. She witnessed her father being taken away by Chinese authorities multiple times until he was persecuted to death when she was just 4 years old. NTD's Flora Hua brings us more.
Born in China, raised in America, Ellie Rao dedicates herself to studying classical Chinese dance and traditional Chinese culture even while living in the West. Ellie is a dancer with New York-based Shen Yun Performing Arts. She started taking dance lessons in high school. Yuxin with NTD's Chinese language channel interviewed the award-winning dancer and her mother Lin Qian to learn more. Ellie's Chinese given name is Deru.
Hi, nice to meet you again. Lin Qian, Deru. When you dance on the stage, what's in your mind?
When I'm performing on stage, usually I just stay calm and focused. But behind all of this, there's a mission behind what we do. Basically, we want to tell the audience members that truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance is good.
Ellie's whole family believes in a spiritual discipline called Falun Gong. The system teaches the 3 principles of truthfulness, compassion, tolerance. It rose to great popularity in China, with many reporting better health and calmer states of mind. But fearing its growth, the Chinese Communist regime's then top leader outlawed the practice in 1999. Ellie's parents went to Beijing to appeal against the ban at the time. But little did they know the ban would become a brutal nationwide suppression campaign. Ellie's father was detained inside forced labor camps and mental hospitals several times. He was tortured to death in August 2004 at just 34 years old, leaving his 4-year-old daughter and wife alone. Chinese authorities continued to pursue Ellie's mother, so mother and daughter had no choice but to flee to Thailand, where they became refugees. Later on, the U.S. government accepted them. Ellie was 9 at the time.
On the windowsill, I saw my father being taken away by the police.
So your father hasn't come back since then?
Ellie's mother was detained at the time and didn't know that her husband had been arrested. Ellie said her father showed the regime that it can take away someone's job, family, or even their life, but it cannot take away their faith. Now, in the safety of the free world, she says she's found another way to carry on her father's legacy.
My dad, all he wanted to do was basically tell the Chinese government that Falun Gong is good. All I wanted to do was basically continue his wish of telling people truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance is good. Every year, basically, Shen Yun delegates this special contemporary piece that showcases what's going on in China right now with Falun Dafa practitioners, how we're being organ harvested, how we are facing a lot of brutality. We just want to tell the audience member that this is real and it's happening in China right now still, and we want to stop it.
Through her journey with Shen Yun, Ellie says she has learned more about her own culture and how to be a moral person.
What did you learn from performing Chinese classical dance at Shen Yun?
I have been dancing for 11 years, and the more I learn about classical Chinese dance, the more I realize that it's very, very profound. Because Chinese classical dance is part of ancient Chinese culture. And I realized that it's basically intertwined with one's morality. And in order to be good at classical Chinese dance, you have to be a very good person yourself. And you have to learn to be a more moral person. There's this very special trait in classical Chinese dance called Shen Yun, which is bearing. It's like a showcase of your inner spiritual realm. So you have to cultivate your inner self if you want to dance well in classical Chinese dance.
Does your mother support you?
Yeah, she supports me so much. I'm very proud of my mom. It's because when I first started dancing, I always called back home. I'm like, Mom, it's too hard. And my mom always said, you have to continue, do it, persevere.
Ellie has traveled with Shen Yun for years, performing on the world stage. Shen Yun aims to revive traditional Chinese culture before communism,